Greetings, everyone. We might be having some audio issues, so stand by.
Who had audio issues? I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't. What's up with? I was almost expecting this to
Happy
be
Monday,
a.
everybody.
Can you hear me though?
The tits are on.
Is that right?
Happy Monday, guys. I don't have headphones. I don't know if you hear echo felons on my side, like
I don't.
if you speak.
But can you hear my train at least?
I can hear your train, thanks to God.
Well, it wouldn't be an Easy's corner, but it might just turn into a not Easy's corner if Easy can't get his audio together. What's going on, man? But it's been a startup issue a couple of times already. So what's happening?
Yeah.
We are.
No, we don't hear you.
We don't.
Hey, well, I had a great weekend. I went to the book fair here on Sunday with Vanessa, and we bought a few books about Venezuelan mythology. We still don't read, but that we hopefully we are gonna start doing so. It was a great space. Like it was a big crowded day in the book fair,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and yeah, it was great to connect with so much culture. We bought some books of Venezuelan mythology, but also we bought a book of Luis Pesetti, who is a like child educator, and he was on Sesame Street on Spanish, and he just had a so diverse and rich background about
Ooh,
yeah,
wait,
it's a
wait, wait.
music therapist.
Can
I
you
think
hear
we
me?
hear audio. Is this?
Oh man, that it
Hear
sucks because
you.
I was the only one on stage at first for like the first couple minutes, and I was kind of like I was emptying compost and stuff, but I was talking. But I guess nobody heard me. It's hard when you're the only one on stage because people in the audience might just think you're waiting to start the show and don't know to be like, we don't hear you.
Yeah, I
So
had to
yeah, I
run
forget
out
what
the
I was
room
talking
and
about.
take care of business, so I was
No
not
worries.
there for you to start.
No worries at all. I'm glad we're connected now. Yeah, I was actually shouting out Frankie some during my silent intro. And me and Jose were just on a really fun call, and it looks like we got Frankie for next week. So we're gonna try and spread the word and get some good peeps in here for the show. Next
Right.
Monday
Hey,
we'll be back to a guest segment.
I don't know if you're on moving around there easy, but if you want to get settled somewhere where you got good, solid connection, you're cutting out pretty solid.
Ah, damn.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I was
I'm
able
just
to listen, but really low.
Okay, let me check. I'm wearing my pods and I'm on the phone still, so I'll get on the computer soon here.
All
Just
right, cool.
finishing up a few things real quick.
Cool stuff.
All right, just
Yeah, I'm
good
super
stuff.
hyped about the talk we had with Frankie earlier today, and I'm so happy that we are going to have it on next Monday here to talk more about it. I think it's a topic that it's just so um like to me it touches my soul. I don't know how much we can talk about it today, but it was super great, and I'm just super hyped about the overall idea on yeah co-creating something and seeing the product just pop up. I think it's just so important to have uh, like crafts like these that are both like digital and analog, and yeah, I just get super happy about our talk, and um, I'm looking forward to it. So if you can help in us to promote the next Monday show, that can be great. Can be a nice kickoff of a great show with lots of um, like potential Web3 rabbit holes and conversations. Um, I don't know. Izzy, are you there again? I don't know if he's switching up or what?
Hey, yeah, sorry, I switched over to the computer, but I didn't realize I was muted.
We don't hear
Is
that
that
because you
better?
opened your
Ah,
microphone, but
jeez.
you are not green or nothing. This is our regular show. You know that we love to hang out for 1 hour trying to get easy set up or Felons or
Yeah,
myself. That's how it
It's
works. It's like,
so
hey,
I
it's
can
so
hear
hi,
weird.
you.
Okay, yeah, it's so weird. It's
you
like
are there again.
I don't know, I have like the worst luck with Discord audio. It's pretty rare when I turn on mic and it just works right off the bat, but it's not always like switching between three devices until one works, but you know, often it's jumping out and jumping back and then maybe hopping over to the computer or over to back to the phone. But yeah, okay, I'm here, I'm locked on, I'm on the computer. We should be good.
Oh man.
Oh man, what's the old man?
Oh man. I'm trying to
Um,
change my avatar.
Part of what I was saying in my silent intro is I was welcoming you up, Vons, and then I think that you went to a that music event. I know you had invited me and Elbow, and then my week has just been kind of busy. In fact, for like I was seeing the last like 4 weeks, I think, and I go in again tomorrow. I've had like a pretty major dental appointment per week, um, and I'm trying to get to this the last root canal I did, which is going to kick
Yeah.
this all off like a month ago. I go in tomorrow for a crown lengthening procedure. It's some kind of like dental surgery-ish, but they don't put me out or anything. I'm not even sure exactly what they do. I'm kind of afraid they might like cut away some of the gum or something because they need more surface area to like have the crown attach well so it won't break off in like a year or something. Anyways, boring stuff, but it's
Brutal.
been keeping me busy. And then of course, you know, usually after getting shot up with a bunch of Novocaine and my jaw cranked open and them drilling into my skull, I wind up getting like headaches from that too. So it's been a little bit of a rough few weeks, but hanging in there. It's almost done. 2 more appointments and I think I'm done.
Well, you definitely put it. Okay, do I have my mic? Yeah, that's very graphic there, bro. You did that well. Thanks
Yeah,
for
yeah. Hey,
contributing.
take
I mean,
take care of your
that
fucking chompers. That's the message here. Do
that
not
is
fall
correct.
asleep with like cookie dough in your molars and like do that
Uh,
forever. No, not well,
Come
maybe sometimes
on.
that bad. No, it's just I had a couple of really bad experiences. Actually, I got two root canals done in Costa Rica years ago, and both I've had one redone, and I still have one more. Like after this tooth gets fixed, that's my last like major thing. Is this? They broke a tooltip off in the fucking root, so it's still like a piece of metal down in your root. Um,
Oh
so that's one that's
man.
got to get pulled out and like re-root canal to put the plunger back in or whatever that thing is. So yeah, it's that those experiences were like so harsh that it just I was too traumatized to like the last one where he broke the tooltip. It was like a 6 hour root canal, no gas or anything, and I felt everything. He couldn't get me numb. So like when he broke through to like the nerve, it was just like he'd like go for a second and then I'd like take a rest and like it's like I've never seen this much blood. You have the biggest like teeth roots I've ever seen. All this stuff. It was just it put me off going to the dentist for years, and unfortunately,
Dear God.
I missed you up. So yeah, take care of your chompers is my public service announcement today.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have them all pulled and put.
Right. I wish I could just have like a solid gold grill.
Easy with the grill, man.
Easy.
That's
Then they
just
call
so
me Easy E.
gangster. That's right.
But did you get to go to that event in the city?
So we actually canceled it because
Ah,
we just did not get the commitment that we needed, and so we had three of us. Two of yeah, two of the three of us were able to get our spouses at least interested, and then we had like two maybes, and that just wasn't enough. So
well, if
yeah, we're
it's
gonna
if it's
redo it.
yeah, okay, cool. Keep me
Yeah,
keep me in the loop for sure. I'd love to be able to go.
yeah, betcha. And so you can only threaten people so much, and so
Right.
or at least try and insult them, or it's
Threaten
just
you
one
with
of
a good
these.
time.
And yeah, well, you'd think that was enough, but Anyway, it was great actually reaching out to everybody and at least connecting. So no, there was no malice of people avoiding hanging out, but it was just really.
It's
I mean,
it's tough.
everybody's busy in the Bay Area, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's always more to be done than the time allows. It feels like,
Totally.
even on like even every once in a while, I'll just do a super lazy day, and then I'm like, oops, I gotta do a lot more tomorrow. I was
Yeah.
up in a tree earlier. I was trimming a tree today.
Hmm.
Um, and then Jose, you got to go to sounds like a really cool book fair. Maybe it was just a couple days ago or yesterday or something. You want to share a little bit about your weekend?
Yeah, it was a great space. It was crowded. I didn't took too many pictures, just a couple ones of a few books we got interested in. But yeah, I just noticed once I arrived home that I didn't took like too many pictures, just a couple of me and Vanessa, and then the square and so. But they were at the least like 20 different like bookstores
Oh,
and book entrepreneurship of different editorials. ¿Cómo se dice editorial en inglés? ¿Sí es así?
yeah, just
Oh, great.
editorial.
Editorial. Yeah, and they were sharing different types of books. Um, Vanessa and I both some metaphysical books we found
Nice.
that were like pretty old, and we enjoy it. Yeah, we bought it. We decided like why not, and we also bought some Venezuelan mythology, and then
Cool.
we saw a Gnostic. Not you know what
The
Gnosis
Gnostic
is?
texts. Yeah, yeah, like
We found
biblical texts that are not in the Bible.
yes, yes, like yeah, they this to me is like somehow I don't know. From my ignorance, they are like students of different philosophies and
Mm-hmm.
schools. They're entangled with the it's yeah pretty I don't know. I like it. So this was like a Gnosis editorial. They have different sort of books, and we bought one about alchemy,
Oh,
which
cool.
looks pretty cool. We still don't look at it. Let me share a couple pictures. But yeah, we ended up going in the night. Um, it was crowded, so I didn't do like the work field I was thinking on doing. I was visualizing like less people on the space, you know. But it was a cool day. Um, I'm going to share a few pictures here.
Is that something that happens often down there, like book fairs, or is it kind of once like not so frequent?
One, once a year, Vanessa said just now
Cool.
that they do this. Eh, Estoy celebrando como el día del libro, mi amor. Okay. This is not like celebrating any like specific date, but once a year they do like this project. Um, so sorry I didn't took like too much pictures. I wish I could done it. But I just forgot. Once I was there, I was like
Yeah.
vibing with
So
the environment
sometimes,
and such.
totally. Sometimes you just gotta like not worry so much about the pictures and just vibe.
Yeah, but I was definitely looking to um, took more pictures than I did. But yeah,
Mhm.
it sometimes just cuts you like that. I'm going to share a couple pictures that I got sent. This is going to be basically my Giveth update, guys. For you to have it first to tell me what do you think. But uh,
Nice.
oh, I think that's something we can move on for Frankie and for everybody to know. The results on the quadratic funding. Um, they will give the fundings like in 2 to 4 weeks. They took that time to see the social civil attacks that can happen. Like people
Mm.
creating different accounts and stuff. So we managed to get like $100, sorry, $900 in donations, and even till today I'm receiving funds because, guys, there's an airdrop happening right now, the airdrop of the Regent token. maybe you already know about it, but I'm going to share on the live chat. This is the region.tips channel where you can click on sign your wallet, go to the airdrop section, go to the calculate points section, and you will see how much points have you made on region score. So I have made 33 million region points. I don't know how that will translate to tokens, but they have an, if you check their uh, regionomics section, they say that they are aligned to the moon cycles. If you remember early Token Smart shows, I talked about that. Like, it will be cool to see projects connected to the moon cycles and such. They are doing this, and they will start the airdrop on the full moon of this year. I
Ooh,
know about certain people that use the full moon to do trading, guys. I don't know if you have tried that before, but looks like certain lunar cycles are connected to certain ups and downs in the market. I don't know how much have you read about
that's
it.
that's super interesting. I actually had not thought about that, although the lunar cycle affects like emotion and like a lot of things. So it would actually make some sense that that could tie into market sentiments and economics. Very interesting.
Yeah, I have a friend who has, like, he likes to see charts, and he told me that he used like a tool that is like the moon cycles into the chart. You can see like how it connects with, I don't know, it creates a tendency line, and you can see like how it goes, and it's pretty interesting. So I got 33 million airdrop points, and right now, guys, how you can participate on the airdrop, how you can be airdrop eligible? Well, they have different things you can do between them. Um, you have to, oh, give me a moment. Between them, you can buy their NFTs. They are really cheap. It just is gas, and that will give you a multiplier. And if you donate on Gitcoin on Giveth, you will have another multiplier. And depending on how much donation points have you gotten in the past, I'm not so sure how that works. You will get points. I got like 2 million points on Gitcoin and Giveth because maybe I donated in the past. And donation points. Oh, sorry. Region forecaster activity, which I don't know how it works, but basically, right now, guys, on Warpcast, they have a region channel where if you interact, you can get points on this stuff, basically. So I started sharing a lot my Giveth there, like, here's my project, here's my project, here's my project. Shameless shilling using the tools, the technology. And I have got, after the quadratic funding, because of one of the things you can do is donate more than $2 to a Giveth project to be airdrop eligible. And I have gotten like 30 donations of $2 after the quadratic funding, because this is happening. So I receive a lot of mails like, you got a donation of 1.5 optimism, of 3 matic, or whatever, matching $2. And it's just the bots using these to farm the tokens, and people betting on that. But if you already donated to the Giveth project, check it out. Maybe you have some points. What I was talking about, the region points. I don't know. I just have a whole bunch of millions, 33 millions. I was on the leaderboard before a lot of like region OGs appeared.
Dude, that's awesome.
Um, yeah, I don't know how it will work, but I will be active
Is
on Warcast on that region channel. I suggest you to do the same. We can connect and
oh yeah.
write stuff. Oh, I remember now. I'm sharing about with you about my next Give update, but I decided to share this region airdrop. So
Well,
easy.
one quick question for the
Yeah.
regen, because I know I've done Gitcoin grants and the Giveth and stuff, so I'll probably be eligible. If I go to the link that you shared, does then that also link me to like the multiplier NFT? Because I should probably get one of those if it's just gas.
Oh, yes, you connect your wallet, you click on calculate points. Let me send you the screenshot. You will see a screen like this one. Let me share it. You will see a screen like this one. These are my points. Actually, send a like on my Warcast. Let's get those power batches. And you will see there are a region OG NFT and a Degens X region manifesto. And you will see those are clickable. So you buy them there.
Cool.
Do you see it on the picture?
Let me hop back over to out of the chat up to the up to the stage. Okay, there we go. Oh, were you screen sharing or you dropped it in the chat?
Drop live chat. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see. I see. Nice. Dude, that's awesome. It's so great that you've been active with that stuff so that you can have a nice chunk. Well deserved. I'm definitely gonna go after the show and check out what
Yeah.
I got over there.
So I wanted I wanted to share that. So I wanted to say, guys, that Easy donated 100 USDC and Felons donate. Everybody donated. I'm super happy that you support me on my journey because now that I have like no job, this is like my uh, boat to keep going on. Right now, I don't want to use this money like to pay my rent. I want to use this money to creatively spark things up. Um, but it really feels like a safe boat right now that I can count with it for what my needs, right? But
Yeah.
a couple days ago, in the middle of the quadratic funding, I got a message from the Amazon, specifically from one of the husbands of the
Mm-hmm.
daughters of the shaman, and he was telling me like, "Hey, Jose, how it's going?" Basically talking to you because we need funding. Uh, and he explained it to me. They basically want to keep going on the construction of some structure to receive tourists um, in a like decentralized way. Like,
Nice.
if I go with my friends, that's it. That's all their slots. Like
Right.
maybe up to 20 people. But what if they have more flow of persons coming, not only to have the ancestral medicine of the shaman, but to get to know the culture. They want to be more organized in how they do that because their income somehow sometimes is just like the medicine of the grandfather. So they want
Mm-hmm.
to improve their tourism to invite more people with more infrastructure. So I just shared a couple pictures. Oh, I just shared it in a group chat. So sorry. I'm going to go to the live chat. So I'm going to basically say the update, like how I'm going to plan on writing it. So let me go check the pictures. Okay, here they are. So maybe I'm not going to use all these pictures, but this is for you to have it, guys. They basically showed me these structures that they are building, starting to build,
Cool.
and they need workers to do this, to
Mm.
to gather the resources, and for that they need tools, and for that they need food, and so they told me that my part of my goals is to help them out. So I basically shared them my project on Giveth. I told them what I was doing, and I told them that I have $100. That if
Nice.
$100 was enough for them to kick off, they basically told me that of course, like that was amazing, and so they told me that they will buy tools and food with this funding. So I was explaining to them like, hey, yes, I totally can do this with the funding, but you have to send me back the pictures of what
Mm-hmm.
you are doing in the jungle, maybe a reference video, and this can be the kickoff point to have a project for the Amazon officially on Giveth,
Totally.
and from there Like, if you give me a green light with the shaman, I can help you out. Like, this is something that I'm trying to do since a lot of time. Like, I explained it to him everything, and I never had like that, like, clear crystal opportunity to share like openly like what I'm doing. And so, he shared like the overall idea with the shaman, and they were super down to it. So we have a green light to create a giveth project for the grandfather Rufino for an upcoming quadratic funding, for example, for them to do more. So
That's
this is
awesome.
basically what they bought with the $100 easy. They bought escoba, like broom, and la escoba de jardín, like a garden
Great.
broom, like,
Yeah.
and they bought machetes. They bought some gasoline, like, yes, gas. I don't know how to say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
gasolina.
Yeah.
And they bought some light bulbs and some, like, I don't know what is that. He actually told me limas. Yes, lima, easy. Una lima, son limas.
Is that a file for sharpening the
Uh,
machetes?
like sharpening the shades. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what a shed
file.
is, but it's for sharpening the stuff.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like a file basically, yeah, to grind down the
yeah.
edge of a
So
blade. Very cool. That's great. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure that just even like, 6 machetes in some gas probably makes a huge difference for their whole community.
this
Nice.
makes a total difference. Easy. So, and they also bought food for the workers. Let's say
Right.
that they have to invest around like 30 kilos of food every day. Ideally, not like they can every time. They rationate their food. They have their
Right.
lifestyle, their living. Actually, as far as I understand, the grandfather has a lot of community inside the jungle. It's like phrasing their words where there's no soap or salt. Imagine that.
Wow. Yeah.
And they will like to see the realities so they can provide, maybe they don't even know what they need there.
Right.
It's a pretty complex reality, actually. So, like, the beginning stuff for them, it's like a tourism houses for tourists
Yeah.
out of their house, because their house is getting tinier for that purpose, that vision they have to bring more
Right.
people here. So, easy. These are the pictures. I'm going to share more about it. Oh, they also sent me a quick video. One of the community women uh, cleaning the area with the broom. They are their first tries of trying to registering all of this. Uh,
Right.
so I'm pretty happy that they are like open to do that. This is a five
That's
five
great.
second video passing the
And
broom.
the building that you shared the photos of, is that like just one of their community structures, or is that they're specifically building some structures now to be able to have more tourism, more visitors to come out, whether they're helping maybe with a build, or coming just to learn, and so that they can earn some income off sharing that knowledge and
Yeah,
people
I
out there.
know. I know they have some time doing this, so I think this is one of the structures. I know they want to make
Cool.
three of them.
Oh, nice.
So, this can be the first Giveth project for the community, and then we can come with others. But they can start with this. Like, we are going to make three roof,
Yeah, that's
and
that. I
for them
mean,
to be prepared for those opportunities.
what a great, I mean, just you know thank you and congratulations. What a great couple years of being able to kind of ride along with your relationship with
Oh my
grandfather
God!
with the tribe, and to see now we're getting like real physical results, and now there's the chance to get them
Oh
their
my God!
own quadratic funding, like if this, and I think it will, because they're already building it, like they've got some tools, like if this goes well, why wouldn't there be a quadratic funding, maybe after they have the stuff built, they get a couple people out there, like maybe they'll be able to get enough for, like, I don't know, to pay minibuses, and like there's so much involved with just getting a group out there even. That it's a great first step, and I think that seeing the results would get people excited to be able to help further them along more. So that, yeah, I know you brought
Yeah,
out the solar
yeah,
panel, but they'll need more solar panels so that the tourists can charge their phones and all that stuff. So like, yeah, it's
yeah.
it's a
Of
it's a
course,
great start.
like the solar panel, like guys, like the help we have been able to give comes with no planification from the root. Like they are surviving, like they need, and they go and look for it and they solve, not like they ideally solve things. I mean, the solar panel was in the outdoors, and
Hmm.
of course it needs to be on the outdoors, but all the equipment, there's parts of the solar panel that don't necessarily needs the rain or everything,
Yeah, yeah,
and all of
totally.
that was on exposure. That all of that was on exposure. Like that was the first reason why it broke at the first time. But if you see the reality, to have everything set up is just so messed up. And um right now I know that they already like working on getting finished some structure for the solar panel, like to protect those like sensible devices.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, and that's great progress. And I'm just so happy that you have been seeing this progress, and that like we're like connecting roots to the wireless. I think this is the first like tangible like action that happens
Yeah.
like from their side. Like I got a green light, like it's amazing. And
And it's taken you and Vanessa going out there multiple times and kind of earning their trust. So that I think it's a huge step forward, both for them, but also like for all of us to be able to
yeah,
get even more kind of tuned in. um
yes,
Very cool stuff.
yes, it's amazing. And like recap again, we know this community from the 70s, so that is 50 years of getting to know them as a like modern society. And
Right.
even on Venezuela we don't know about them, so we are doing a quantum jump. And
Totally.
that is super beautiful to be able to open like that wormhole. Like I do see that's what we are doing, like thanks to the use of these tools. And it's actually like, yeah, like impact we can do that they are interested in. I was clear with the community that like I will do a draft for them to start up with what they told me, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to move anything without their permission.
Right.
Like I'm
Yeah.
going to
So
send everything to them so they can see it, because the idea is like
awesome.
for me just to be a service for them
Yeah.
to do the technology part, and even to be the training
Well,
wheels for somebody in the community, so
yeah.
for them to
Well,
be total
and
themselves.
to give them the voice that because if you just wrote it for them, oh, like I'm working with these people, they need this and that, I'm just going to write up a proposal and send it off. That's much different than helping them formulate it, passing it back, and being like, okay, this is kind of what I built from your description. How where is there anything wrong, where do you want focus on? Like, it's really giving them the voice to be able to interact and ask for help in a certain way. But this has grown into such a powerful small now but still a movement. And I think through the quadratic funding, that is a huge opportunity to push this both into more the Venezuelan sphere, but of course also, just the global and the metaversal spheres.
Yeah, and you know that like grandfather Rufino wants to do these like houses to receive students, like Western students like you and I, for the reason is like for their community to be motivated again to reconnect with their own culture, because
Yeah.
they are like inspired by Western culture, like the youngest Watuha generation, they want to be city guys. So this is the action the shaman is taking to preserve their traditions through the Western community, which is a step that not all the communities takes that openly. And it's just so great that they have that like mindset. and they are asking for the support. They are opening themselves to receive it, and they have a beautiful energy. Pretty sure that they have received help, or they have been trying to receive help in the past. But I think this is a way that they can learn to be themselves the helper, you know, to be the, as you say it, to give them a voice that they already have it, but to give them a portal, a platform
Yeah,
to share
yeah.
that
And
has no filter, you know, and they can share their reality. That is amazing.
another thing that I think is really powerful about this is you just mentioned, like, a lot of the maybe the teenagers or the young adults are more interested in kind of city life and exploring that. But if there was different opportunities and they saw the interest that the people from the city and Western culture has in their ancient roots, then that might give them more like reason or purpose to focus on that as well, and maybe kind of be able to bring some of those people a little more back into the tribal fold, to continue their to continue their cultural, their everything, their mythology and their way of life, to be able to keep that alive more
Yeah,
by giving opportunity at the
and
village instead of just only the opportunities to move away and go to a city.
yeah, and there's a truth into the vision that the shaman has. Like, if people from outside comes, the local people will get motivated,
Yeah,
because that happens when tourist goes to any place. We can see the beauty, like the present beauty of everything. We notice, we see with new eyes, and we can help others to see with new eyes. And I think that goes back and forth, doing this type of tourism and connection that is so respectful, and that can come from like this international like tangent, like wormhole, because we can show, and like I think this is so needed. Like that is the a movement that can get like Venezuelans inspired about their nature again, not
yeah,
like
and
inspired again, but more like, yeah, aware again, like reawaken it, like reconnected to uh, the reality, the context of how is this town, because it's like, yeah, we are just so connected to technology or distractions that we lose all this beauty that once you start learning about it, it just nothing but inspiring you.
yeah, yeah. No, really excellent work. Great update. It's very exciting. And like I think having some success here, I mean, you've got a bunch of the regen crowd out there, but this is really probably some of the more significant, impactful kind of regen social impact activity that I mean that I've witnessed. Um, so yeah, pretty solid ground to work from. Keep the chat for a sec.
Should we start doing some music?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm just watching the little video. I
Yeah.
saw she was putting that broom to good work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
tiny
down to
video,
vibe.
but I really appreciate they doing it. Yeah, and they showing like the
Totally.
progress. And I'm going to share with them a draft, motivating them to keep it. They are really like, I see that intention to learn. So I told them like to register, to make it emotional, like to try to have that sensitivity with the picture taken.
Yeah,
And
definitely encourage,
it was,
even if it's a 5 second video, like that gives you a little window. Whether that's a girl sweeping the kind of common area, or if that was a couple of kids just running by. Like it could be almost anything. Just a little glimpse into their lifestyle can be really a powerful tool, I think, for this movement.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab my guitar. I don't know if Felons is uh, nearby. I don't know if he wants to set up
If he
his
wants to set
stage,
the
set up the
stage.
scene.
Was I tuning up in the background?
Nice.
How did
Perfect
I do?
timing.
Here, let's even try this out because I moved the camera
Oh,
around.
you know
Can
what I heard right before we jump in? I hear you. I saw, where was it? I saw that Fuck Render got some of his artwork up on the Vegas Sphere,
what?
which is super freaking cool. Where was it? I saw it on, it was on some Web3 little YouTube, like catch up news thingy
Actually,
today.
yeah, I actually think I saw that as well. Yeah, that
Super
was
cool.
forget what it
Yeah.
was. What was his art?
I'm gonna check Twitter real quick and see if I can't find it. Of course it doesn't. Okay, there it is. Nothing to see here, only my art on the Vegas spheres. Dude, it's sick. I'm gonna share it in the live chat so that we can all appreciate it. And I'm gonna give him a dope ass retweet. That's sick.
Oh yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Crazy piece. Yeah, that looks sick, dude. I want to, that's like now, I've never been to Vegas. Um, but that like the sphere gives me a reason to want to go. That just looks, it would be so cool to see in person.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Actually, you should check out a bit of footage recently. Now, I think it's the Surviving Grateful Dead act. I
Hmm.
forget what they call themselves, but they basically are doing a number of shows. They're like, you know, almost a residency in the Sphere. And there's this one where they're coming out of like Dolores Park, close to the painted houses. I think that's where about they are, and they just slowly rise over the city, San Francisco, that is. And it's
Whoa,
just,
that's
yeah,
cool.
it is extremely cool on a perfectly clear day, and it it's bigger than IMAX, right? So if anybody's been in an IMAX movie theater doing, there used to be this flying over California that if you went to Disneyland, you could see this thing, and it was just like outrageous experience, you know, dizzying to be
Right.
flying in
Well, and
IMAX. And that's what this is like on.
I wonder, I didn't read the tweet yet and stuff. I wonder how he got his art up there because I think to buy time on it is really expensive for like advertisements and stuff. I saw some kid or some dude like climbed it and got like I don't remember what, but he got like I don't know a couple $100,000 bill I think and arrested.
Oh,
Um, yeah, it was just a random one of those like YouTube shorts or something that came up and it was like guy caught into the Vegas Sphere gets arrested and I was like oh, I'll watch that. And then he was like I didn't even do any damage and I mean he climbed up like the I guess it's a bunch of little screens or something, but they're like on the end of like a peg. It actually looked like super easy to climb. But he probably did, even though like he wasn't breaking them off. He probably did some massive damage. I would think they're not built for
it's just
climbing
illegal.
on. Yeah, it's also illegal.
It's just illegal.
Um,
You know,
but yeah, cool shit.
you cannot base jump off the Sphere. You know what I'm saying?
You would smack. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Not a good.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff happening in the Sphere. Absolutely, and it's more than just, yeah, uh, Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
for you to Bono and company to have been there's a really great making of the Sphere, and it turns out that you too actually had a big part in financing and making the
Oh,
project happen. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I knew that they had the first big thing, but
Yep.
yeah,
And
interesting.
I'm not sure if they're gonna keep a ownership stake in it, but they
I
definitely,
mean,
yeah.
it
Hello.
seems like a pretty valuable,
Solid
I mean,
business
what is it?
prospect. Yeah.
Building? Yeah, I mean, it seems like a valuable asset. Really nothing
Absolutely.
like it that I've seen. But
That's a concert venue of epic proportions, man.
yeah,
Let's do some music.
all right,
I'm
take it
just
away.
jamming. So, Jose, are you ready for this? You got your headphones on or something to hear it? Because, yeah, I tuned up the soundboard for this one. 5x5.
I can hear you. Yeah, super great. I don't have headphones at the moment. I had to buy a new pair, but fortunately for next week.
It's sounding smooth. Very nice. Very nice.
Well, here we go then. Yeah, I hope you get some good ones, bud. I might as well put it on the video since I had that all tuned up. Here we go. And the train just
Nice.
shoots it out.
Perfect
Woo!
timing there.
I wanted to
That was awesome.
I wanted to join. I wanted to join, but I was afraid for the echo to sound and fuck it up. But it was so great, and I was
Man,
vibing. Are you on 42 hertz, right? Thank
I
you so
am.
much.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it.
I
Absolutely.
was
Thank you so much. I'm just so happy.
Yeah, I
And
was I was singing along a little. I mean, just making up some lyrics. But
we
it's
gotta
fun.
come up. Yeah, I've been encouraged by the great Tim Ellis to work on my melody making. So how do I
Right on.
incorporate more? So I've got to slow it down so I can put in more.
Mm.
Exactly, and you just keep on filling it in. So maybe I'll just be a little bit slower because I'm a little fast and furious. Those heavy
Yeah,
chords.
you could definitely uh and I like the kind of upbeat version, but you could definitely do something with it a little slowed down more, yeah, and a little more noodling. Maybe
Yeah,
even make a little chorus for it.
and then exactly. Yeah, that's there is the chorus, but there's no bridge.
Oh, right, right.
That's I don't have that hook, and I was working on it at times, and if if I slow it down, I bet I can fit it in easier because this is just I mean I have a really hard time breaking out of those chords because they're just like locked in.
Right.
And how do I go like into a songwriting challenges? So there you go, guys.
Indeed. Like to see it. A little behind the scenes work there.
Hello, and
Can you play another one? And maybe I go play guitar above, and we try that. Are
ah,
you up to it?
I'm just thinking of a song that would be conducive, and it might be this one called "Words No Longer Matter." And so, let's see.
Induce it.
And here's a chain. Am I stepping on top of Jose's playing? Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, yeah, I could hear. It was
Okay,
working out, working out.
right on. I have to turn it down over here so I can
I
hear.
was uh I was actually just checking in on my regen points. Looks like well, I had 5 million, but then it linked my or I'm yeah, so about a little just over 5 million
Nice.
provisional points. Yeah.
And did you buy the NFTs and the stuff?
No, I have two areas say no boost. My regen OG NFT and my Degens X Regens Manifesto NFT. So I'm gonna look at those and see if I can't up my score by snagging those. But yeah, very cool. Thanks for that reminder. I have a donations multiplier and my donations point. I got to get active over on the Regen Farcaster channel as well. Public goods, Regen,
Yeah.
Green Pill. Cool.
Yeah, did you drop the link for that? Because I have no idea if you.
Yeah, it should be in the live chat.
All right.
Yeah, I shared the link. Region.tips. www.region.tips. HTTPS slash slash. You know how it is.
By the way, I think the camera location now for you, Jose, is just yeah, it's it's the new look, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this was an NFT music hall, and we changed the camera from here. It was here, and now it's at the top of the screen. It looks like it's going to fall in any moment. I just don't give energy to that. Yeah, but it looks
You give
great.
the
Yeah,
energy to
really,
hold it in place.
yeah, really nice addition. I know, like, it was maybe not the best place to put the camera. It was set to be put in this way, but the monitor is like peculiar, so
Yep.
doesn't let like to just
No, it's
like to match correctly on that top.
what's for dinner?
Oh, we are
Mhm.
making pasta.
Yes.
I made some like try experimental pesto earlier today, and Vanessa just did the pasta and made some like
Mm,
beef. I don't know how to say that.
yeah. Beef.
Uh, yeah,
Ground beef. Yeah. Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So
Oh, that
yeah,
shall be
tasty.
delicious. I made a
Awesome.
tomato soup for lunch, and in America, a very famous or favorite dish is tomato soup with grilled cheese, and you dip the grilled cheese sandwich into the tomato soup and
Oof.
scarf it down. Yeah,
Pretty
man.
classic. Pretty
Yeah,
classic.
it
Pretty
was.
classic. That
mm,
sounds amazing.
It was epic, and the way to make it is that you need to start with a roux. So butter and flour, and then you mix in the tomato paste water mixture and thicken it up and put a little bit of
Ooh, dude, I
cream in
never,
there, a little
I don't
cream
know
or
if I,
milk. Yeah.
don't know if I always got the roux starter. That sounds much better than like a janky can of soup with the grilled cheese.
Yeah,
You gotta do
no,
that stuff home
yeah,
style.
yeah, no, it's home style, man, fresh.
Nice,
Great.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
from a can at least.
We
I didn't
made
cook down my
Well,
own
yeah,
can.
you're not gonna.
we
It's
made
not the
what is
season for
called like
making your own paste.
we made what is called like escalfed eggs on like a tomato sauce, and it's basically like the middle point between a tortilla and having the eggs like able for you to use the yellow part. I don't know how to say it, but it was like a tortilla. I don't know, like Spanish tortilla that of eggs, but you had the yellow part
Oh,
able to
eggs. Right,
cook
right. Sure,
in.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Got it.
scalfed eggs. I think that's the name.
Right.
Uh, yeah, it was just the top of the cake. We never did it before. I just grabbed all the stuff. I just made it, and it was super great.
You know what? I
Breakfast.
I saw that as a you know some sort of thing that you can order on a menu. As I was looking at places in Venezuela last night, how I was checking things out. Yep. Uh,
Oh
and
yeah, but
that's
not
cool.
like that version. You can have something we call here parrot. The name is perico.
Ah.
That is also the same word that we use for cocaine. It's it yeah, because they say that cocaine puts you to talk like a parrot, so they say
Ah.
parrot to that here. But it's a breakfast too.
Right.
I just wanted to
You
I just wanted
can't
to share
snort those things.
I just wanted to share the full context because there's a lot of jokes about the breakfast and cocaine because it's the same name, right? And it's the
Yeah.
name is parrot, right? So it has so
Brutal.
many inside
Yeah.
jokes. Actually,
Inside
talking
joke.
about cocaine jokes, I have a good one. This is a commercial about no drugs on Venezuela. That it's a commercial. I'm just going to share it. It's great. The name is The Parrot Kills. ¿Cómo se dice paloma, mi amor? Dove. The
Dove.
parrot.
Yeah.
The parrot dumps the dove.
Whoa,
So
whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I had 5 million regen points and I spent like 250 on minting the manifesto and another like $2.50 on the regen OG NFT. And then I just put I just bought my regen NFT in the regen channel and my points just went from 5 million to 20 million. So I suggest
yeah,
you guys
man.
do that too. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Word.
cool.
Thanks, Jose.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm looking for the full moon. I just found
Yeah.
a video, guys. Um,
Yeah,
this
play.
video says the parrot dumps the dove, and that is a joke, and that is a call to action to now to cocaine. It's a public commercial, and it's super symbolic visual. It doesn't have any language. It just say at the end, the parrot dumps the dove. What does it mean that on Venezuelan? That means that cocaine make gives you erectile dysfunction.
Oh, whoa. Wow, that's a interesting way to get that message across. The parrot kills the dove. Man, I don't quite connect it, but like
In,
the big, I don't know.
here in Spanish, easy. El perico tumba la paloma.
Okay. Oh, yeah, a little bit better. But I guess it's just, yeah, having the cultural significance of the parrot and stuff is probably just a little
Of
Well,
different.
I think we need
course.
to know what the dove means because,
Right,
as
yeah.
that as a foundation, it's like, in German, the joke is that for some guys that think they got the mass, they they say, or the joke is they call him a swan. Ich bin ein Schwan. And so as a
There's also
dove,
variation.
yeah,
There's a
but
Spanish variation that is also the swan, that is the ganso. So basically, on Spanish, a lot of things can refer to the genitals of both genders. You name it, and it's
well,
on Spanish. It's a way to say it, but yeah, I just remember all of this because of breakfast and food. So you opened this rabbit hole. I want you to tell me that.
Okay, let's just go back to the dove. Yeah, just set that as a baseline.
Go to the breakfast.
You didn't know you don't want to talk about a dove anymore. All right, fair enough. All right, shying away from the important uh, parts.
What do you
Anyway,
have there?
this is a miniature microphone stand. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's a little tripod.
Handy.
It's been sitting on my table. I put this mic on it, but it's too far away. So I got this mic arm instead. So
Ooh,
yeah.
professional.
So this replaced this junky one that my a one that didn't work so well uh, that my son was using for his streaming stuff, and so he should like this one a lot. So yeah.
Oh, that's a cousin of my microphone. That, by the way, felons, I changed
Did you
the
figure out how to?
stuff. I
Oh,
changed
okay.
the stuff.
So
Like, it's not anymore with these strings that they are super rodent.
yep,
It's the other plug that
right on.
has the case.
Yep,
Yeah.
sweet.
So I think it works better now. I'm going to share a song. Feel
Yeah.
free to join. And I
Okay.
think I'm going to go to have some dinner. Yeah. But it was a great soft recap of Giveth, of how it developed. I'm going to give some updates along the week. Um, And yeah, about the Amazon, I think that's great. I thought like easy, you sent $100 and I sent $100, but that's actually
Love
like
it.
a donation that all of you made at the same time, because that have been the journey about. So I'm really glad that we have been able to make that happen. It sounds like a dream. The more
Yeah,
like
yeah.
consciously think about it, I say like, what is this? Oh my god, it's happening. And
Yep.
it's just something that have come from a place of present moment and music, creativity, language, communication, meaning. So I think it's pretty powerful how it's burning. And yeah, what I wish is that that can inspire other people to replicate it and connecting roots to the wireless. So happy to leave
Doing
with
it.
this song.
Let's do
I
this.
still don't know the song actually that I'm going to play. I think it's going to be El Artesano.
Bueno.
The El Artesano, like the puppeteers, like Franklin Needles, what I see today about the puppets. That's
Yeah.
also handcraft made work that's just so amazing. So yeah, let's go with
Next
this.
next week we're gonna have an awesome talk around some puppetry art.
Yeah. I
Of
want to hear it.
course. Woo! Don't miss the
Let's
train. See you on Monday.
hop aboard.
Si te quieres pegar con esta canción, Chippy, mirar con ojos de artesano, sí, sería lo que me haría un poeta diferente a lo mortal. Sería un amor tan bonito, sería un amor distinto a lo que se puede tocar. Y sabría que es amor porque es incondicional, revirtiendo los hechizos de tu boca escupe fuego. Sabría que es amor porque busques integrar, evocaría el sentimiento de la unión y de los sueños. Sabría que le estoy hablando al amor porque me estoy hablando a mí para conectar contigo. Desde la fuerza de un latir con dirección y sentido, me escucharía hasta el silencio sórdido de los caminos eternos. Sí, sabrías que los momentos pesados a voluntad se hace ligero. Como artesano me toca sudar, me toca romper, me toca quemar. Como artesano me toca sudar, me toca toser, me toca sangrar. Como artesano me toca doler, me toca beber, me toca curar. Como artesano me toca entrever entre los dos planos de la realidad. Como artesano me toca curar, me toca romper, me toca quemar. Como artesano me toca sudar, me toca toser, me toca sangrar. Como artesano me toca doler, me toca beber, me toca curar. Como artesano me toca entrever entre los dos planos de la realidad. Happy to share the music. Keep away from FOMO and hold the vibe. I think next Monday it's gonna be a great one. Thanks, Dragonade, Elbow, Tree Sleep, Felons, Easy, Frankie. Yeah, I was saying Frankly with an L
Mhm.
in there. It's
Quite
not T.
frankly, it's
Quite
Frankie.
frankly.
Frankly,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm super hyped for next week, and well, I'll definitely be putting out some some tweets and whatnot earlier. We've been just doing like the hangout, so it's like we warn you at an hour too. But next week we'll kick off, or later this week in a couple days I'll start putting some tweets out and sharing them here and around and stuff, because definitely want to pull some people in for that one.
Woo! Yeah, definitely looking forward. Send me the links. Um, let's spam the region channel. I don't know why or how. I know why, but I don't
Yeah.
know how yet.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I just threw my first, I think it was my first regen channel cast actually, which was just me buying the OG NFT. But I'm definitely going to be, checking over there and just replying and, being more active because I think that it's a really interesting token. And the fact that they're like working with like the moon cycles and stuff, that makes it just like even more, I think, intriguing. And it'll be really interesting to watch what the effects are when somebody's using that information and knowledge versus just launching the token when it's ready or whenever like using something kind of natural cycle to try and flex on the financial
Yeah,
cycle. It's really interesting.
yeah, that's totally something interesting. Also, like the fact that they want like to connect the degen with the region. That seems like
Totally.
on
That's that's
on
that's power. That's power right
uh,
there.
yeah, like polarities that they cannot like conciliate. And we can see on the, I don't know if you remember the SB project, if you are like catching up with that, but they are also like trying to talk with the trader, with the region, with the degen, and with the
Hmm.
anon, and I think the Taoist. And I think that's a pretty solid way to market stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that this region is interesting. But what I think, I don't know how it works, is like the points, because the points are not necessarily the airdrop. Uh,
Right. They'll probably be some type of breakdown where 10,000 points equals X amount of tokens, or something like that. So yeah, I don't
yeah,
think
maybe.
having 20 million points means 20 million tokens, but it might be the difference between, maybe if you had 5 million points and you get 1,000 tokens, if you have 20 million, you get, 20,000 or something like that. So definitely worth putting, just a few minutes a day into popping over to the Regen channel on Warpcast and adding a comment or posting something interesting to it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, see you soon.
Frankie,
Happy Monday.
Frankie just dropped a little link too. So this is the threadhead. That's what we're gonna be going on about next show. So everybody check that out and get a little bit of a teaser, and should be a really good one next week.
Yeah. Keep
Well,
away from
definitely
FOMO and
like
hold the
Jose
vibe.
said,
See you soon.
definitely thanks for everybody coming out. It was great.
Peace, love, and whipsy.
Peace, love, and whipsy. Don't click any
Woo.
links.
Facts. All
Or
right,
at least
y'all. Thanks.
Don't click any.
stare them in the
Don't click
eyes
any links.
first.
This is not for advice.
Anyway, take care of yourselves, man.
All
See ya.
right. Much
Beware.
love. Short
Yeah.
but sweet one today. I like
If
it.
you want to click on a link, if you want to click on a link, send it to a
Oh,
friend with a disclaimer. Like, help me to see
well.
if this is a scam, please.
Well, also remember that just on Friday at public school, we had,
Right.
I'm forgetting his name now, the guy from Wallet Guard. And it was a really great show. And
Oh,
I think we
great.
need to always
Oh yeah.
remember, like everywhere we go, I think we should just start being like, oh, hey guys, don't get hacked. Like install the tools we have, use Wallet Guard, like don't click the link, plug in Wallet Guard. And then it tells you literally, like there's the little AI function. You're like, explain this to me. And it's like, oh, this is actually a known, phishing site, or it's been
Yep.
tagged, or this is a reputable contract. So just do it. Just use it. Put it in your freaking computers and stuff if you don't already, because it is it would have saved my ass from the last hack if I'd had it in. It would have definitely said like, this is not, you know, this is not the droid you're looking for. No, it would have been like, this is not the signature that you think you're getting. So you know, I learned the hard way. But I hope that others can learn a little bit softer from those of us who have, you know, made the mistakes and click those links. But yeah, for sure. I just wanted to remind about that as well.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. All right. See y'all around the metaverse. Stay safe.
Definitely, because this place is easy.
This is corny.
Goodbye.
Night.